Good morning for the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Saturday, March 2nd. Do have a winter storm continuing with out there today as a cold front moves through the area, but beyond that, we're looking ahead towards a cold and snowy pattern heading into next week. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Keyboards we're going to focus on today. Our winter storm underway will exit the region later today into the evening hours. A strong cold front later this morning through the early afternoon hours will bring some colder air throughout the day. So a rain-snow mix early on for some of our lowest elevations, but transitioning to snow with that front. Along that boundary, we're expecting heavy snow, gusty winds with isolated thunderstorm potential, so certainly some active weather along that boundary. But beyond that, we get some drier air building in tonight, but still some cold and unsettled weather into next week. Chances for snow each and every day as temperatures trend well below normal. Quick look at satellite for you this morning. Again, shows our approaching cold front working there through western and central Idaho and even to northeast Nevada. We are seeing a line of thunderstorms that's currently in place in portions of the Twin Falls area and south and east into the northern Great Basin. So we're keeping an eye on that. These dry and kind of clear skies ahead of that line will be supporting thunderstorms as that line continues to work east throughout the day. And to look at the bigger picture for you, so low pressure there is going to move onshore over the next couple of days. As it does, keeps bringing in its moisture and a very well-developed cold air coming down from the Arctic. So with that, we're not going to get super cold outside of our afternoon highs, but certainly some cold temperatures in the morning as some of this cold air begins to work into our area. Weather scout look for your next 5 days. Main concern will be today. We got a mix of rain, snow, and strong winds as a breezy winds, and along that boundary fills in so some isolated thunderstorm potential as well. But beyond that, that storm will exit south and east of our area tonight with some lingering snow showers and breezy winds for Sunday. We're going to see a return to some more active weather for both Monday and Tuesday with some more widespread snow potential, especially for our mountain areas. For Wednesday, those snow chances will drop back off, still carrying some snow showers in the forecast. Here's an updated look at our watches, warnings, and advisories. We did upgrade the upper Snake Plain, lower Snake Plain, and out towards the INL area for a winter storm warning. Again, this is mainly to account for the overperforming snow totals that we saw along the I-15 corridor. Generally about 6 to 10 inches fell in the last 24 hours. Temperatures today, it's going to be in the teens, 20s, and 30s to kick things off with afternoon highs in the 20s and 30s. Warmest areas maybe pushing into the low 40s. And here's a look at the probability of thunder for today. Again, best chances for thunderstorms will be outside the central mountains, but certainly about a 30 to 70% chance across our entire area for thunderstorms today. And before I take a look at the snowfall amounts for today, let's look at the current radar of what's going on out there. So again, warm front lifting north currently, kind of located up towards Blackfoot, IF, and Driggs. So with that, we are going to get a little bit of a break, drier air, some isolated showers, but here comes our cold front. And again, we did see some lightning, a little bit of small hail potential along that line, but that front will continue to work east later this morning through the afternoon hours, supporting heavy snow, and with that, the potential for some gusty winds as that boundary moves east. And here's a look at timing for you today. So I'll kick things off at about, let's say, 4 or 5 a.m. So again, here's that cold front beginning to push through. This is the NAM model here. So by 6, 7 a.m., it's starting to work into the I-15 corridor, really well developed there by about 8, 9 a.m. And with that continuing all the way up into Montana and Wyoming, that'll continue to work east with drier conditions again as soon as early this afternoon for most locations kind of west of I-15, outside of some isolated snow showers. But even as we head into 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, we're still going to see some snow out there. Some lingering gusty winds behind that front as colder air settles in. So certainly keep in mind some areas of blowing and drifting snow through tonight. But during those overnight hours, we are expecting mostly dry conditions. Again, our next kind of wave of moisture will lift north for tomorrow morning. We're going to see another round of snow showers, particularly across southern and Idaho, and then it'll overspread the area south to north throughout the day tomorrow. Again, sporting some light, small snowfall amounts, and I'll break down those totals for you here in the presentation. But with respect to today, this takes into account all that's already fallen this morning and what's going to fall later today. So about another trace to 3-4 inches for the Snake Plain as that front comes through, and in addition to what we've already seen this morning. But as you get into the higher terrain, especially central Idaho mountains, kind of the show is much going to be ending up here around midday, so some lingering snow showers. But south and east of the Snake Plain, still doing fairly well for snow totals. And wind gusts for today, we're going to see those winds ramp up. We got light winds here at the Pocatello airport this morning. Those winds will ramp up, gusts about 30 to 50 miles an hour later today as that cold front swings through. How to usher in some colder air and temperatures for later today and the weekend. And for Saturday night, just some lingering breezy winds. You see a very complicated wind field pattern there, but winds will be competing out of the west and north as we get some colder air working into our region. For Sunday, it'll be a cold morning further north, single digits above and below zero, with coldest basins dropping off about -15 to -20. But overall, afternoon highs well below normal, 20s and 30s for your Sunday. Snowfall amounts on Sunday, best chances for that snow will be south of the Snake Plain for about trace to maybe 2 or 3 inches. But as you get into the Bear River Range, locally higher totals there, but lighter snow as you get further north. And wind gusts on Sunday, just behind this exiting boundary, some lingering breezy winds around the Magic Valley. And for Sunday night, again, seeing those winds, maybe 25 to 30 miles an hour. And temperatures on your Monday, another cold morning, especially further north, with warmest areas in the teens. Afternoon highs staying just about where they were on Sunday, 20s and 30s across the board. Snowfall amounts on Monday, we are going to see some more moderate impacts as you get up towards the Central Mountains and a little bit more in the higher terrain south and east of the Snake Plain, but still looking like about maybe 2 to 4 inches in the valleys, a little bit higher in the hike as you get into the higher terrain. But for most everybody on Monday, just staying about that trace to a couple inches of snow. For Monday, again, gusts about 25 to 30 miles an hour. Not seeing as widespread of strong winds with this system, but certainly keeping an eye for some blowing and drifting snow, especially over some of our mountain passes. And by Monday night, those winds will ramp up ahead of some more widespread precipitation moving in for your Tuesday. And speaking of Tuesday, another cool morning, but still teens above zero for the most part and 20s, with afternoon highs 20s, 30s, even some low 40s further south and west. Snowfall amounts on Tuesday. Again, we saw those winds ramping up. Our next kind of more organized snowfall across the entire area is expected now on Tuesday. About a trace to 3-4 inches as you get onto the Snake Plain, locally higher as you get into the mountains. But overall, could be another great event for our Central Mountains, Tetons, Greater Yellowstone area. Looks like a very good regime heading into early next week. And wind gusts on Tuesday will keep with some breezy winds, gusts about 25 to 40 miles an hour. And for Tuesday night, we'll see those winds drop off and not expecting much of any way of breezy winds for Wednesday. And for Wednesday, another cold morning, especially further north, warmest areas in the teens and 20s, afternoon highs, 20s and 30s. Snowfall amounts on your Wednesday, again, seeing some light winds out there, but can't rule out maybe a trace to a couple inches of snow for Wednesday, but mostly dry conditions will prevail. And to look at what's to come, keeping in that near normal to slightly above normal favored precipitation further south and west, but overall seeing some increasing chances for some below normal precip as we get into Montana, North Dakota, just increasing into our area. Temperatures seem to be a slam dunk there. We're keeping with that near normal to slightly below normal temperatures favored through the 6 to 10 day period. 8 to 14 shows a slight uptick for precipitation chances potential in that 8 to 14 day period for our area. And temperatures stay just about where they were, pretty similar there in that near normal to slightly below normal category. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Saturday and stay safe out there.